y'all, I started talking. If it's like 3 seconds and it's just weird and quiet at the beginning of the video, I came in, a lot of energy. It's like, boom, good morning. We got a banger today. And I didn't hit record. So I'm probably the worst content creator ever, but I am a content creator. Right? Right. So hop on this morning, pull up the YouTube, pull up the tube, and see a notification. And what was it? Emmanuel commented saying he loved the videos, but he's never gonna not play Daniel. If y'all haven't met Emmanuel and you're going to nationals, make sure to meet him. He's the man. Super nice guy, fun, great to talk to. If you don't know who he is, just yell Daniel Michael. He'll do something. I don't know, Twitch. So I saw the comment. I was like, oh man, I got to make a video. I was up super early this morning randomly. So I was like, well, I can do this before I start work. This one's a lot of enhancements. It's at 53. It was originally at 50, but I was messing around with it. And I was like, I want Golgotha, the cross, and Covenant with David in here. And if I have the cross, I got to take out some other stuff. So what we ended up doing was going to 53 for that. See, for E-Man. And earlier this week, Joe Schaefer and I were talking, and he was saying that how good Sees Him is and High Priest Plot. And this really could go into every single black defense, especially if you're playing this stuff with a black defense. It's a gimme. And then Sees Him is just really, really good. That isn't seeing play right now. I have no clue if that's true. Maybe it is seeing play, but I haven't seen it. So I just get to generalize. Say a little shout out to Joe. So that's two shout outs, E-Man and Joe. So let's see how many shout outs and name drops I can do in this video. Where else? I was talking to Jaden a while back. That's 3. I was talking to Jaden a while back. He was saying that Temple Guard in prison's really good. And he's right. It is very good. Not a lot of playabilities in rotation. Playabilities are very strong. So not only does Temple Guard get a playabilities, he's ban, capture, and playabilities cannot be prevented by a good card. So that's a modifier. And this is a modifier. So your capture abilities used by evil Sadducees cannot be negated. It's also really nice. The issue is I don't have many captures at all, because if you go to this, and this, I really like, where are you? It's the Jezebel stuff. Oh, those are others, but they're CBN. If a word class Roman is in play, you may capture the hero instead. Nope, that's not going to work. I already have that in here. I have idol worship. That's a CBN card, so I took it out. This doesn't work. You're not rotation. So there's not a lot of captures, but if you go to band, then you get gathering this Sanhedrin, because he gets to play a band or a capture. You do get Tenets Kill the Sun, that's in here, but you get both the Jezebel cards. They're both really good, but they're just not played because originally they weren't that good. But now without the cross active, I'd be able to band and then discard a hero, which is nice, the way that special initiative works. And I would get to convert your hero in a territory and then ban to that evil character. It's also really good because then you have to get around your own hero. So both are really good. I'm bringing in additional characters into battle and gaining a benefit. But they say CBN. Same with gathering the Sanhedrin. So they all got the boot to bring in the cross. The Cross is in here because this is pretty much just a negate offense. It just keeps negating everything you have. If you get rid of the cross, the opponent negates this or just gets rid of it. Takes it, bounces it, underdecks it, shuffles. I don't care. If you get rid of the cross, you can play CBN stuff against it, but still have protection and I still get the toss. So I just think with the cross plus this band, it's really, really hard to get around. So yeah, Temple Guard gets to play first. He loses a lot of his enhancements. So maybe this isn't the best play to have the cross with him. But he still does get the band capture and play. You get to play enhancement with the band or capture. Maybe lurking comes in here and I can cling to power and go to lurking and then he can play lurking. And then I go to Sadducees and abandon everyone. But I don't know. So he does get to play idol worship and then I get to take golden calf. And that's a CBN play first capture. Same with Seize Him, really good card. Shout out Joe. Doesn't count for the shout out counter though, because I already did it. So this is also like, this is too many enhancements. It's gonna test deck. I tend to play a lot of enhancements with this build, but you don't need to. I really like the Garden Cherub and Flaming Sword here. So but this isn't needed. You do have captain, you get the negate, you get a draw one off captain, but it's not fully needed. So this could come out once again. Spoiler alert, name drop. I was talking to Reth, aka Renee, aka Mr. Germany, aka Mr. Online Tourneys. And he, every time I put out a video, he has a bunch of questions and I love it. I feel like he's learning or just genuinely enjoys just watching videos and deck talk. So I like all that. So he was asking about how to get your focal point of your offense and defense. How do you bring it down? Like, how do you get to 50? I was telling him if you're building actual like physical cards, bring 50 sleeves out or 57, whatever you normally play, bring that out and have 10 reserve cards, of course, and put those sleeves out. 50. That's it. Put in 14 cards, 7 DOMs, 7 Lost Souls. And then what do you want to do? Usually, general rule of thumb, 10 heroes, 7 enhancements, 9 to 11 evil characters, 6 to 8 evil enhancements. And then you see what else you have left from there. And that's your neutrals. And then that's it. You're done. Everything else after that, if you really want it, you put it in your reserve. And then you see, okay, do I have access to this card in my reserve from my main deck? No. Then you start switching around stuff. That's high level. This deck is at 53, like I said. It could easily get down to 50. All you would have to do is take out 3 cards. Dad joke. But going back to what I'm saying about taking out stuff, there's so many negates in here that I don't need this. Like, I like just recurring a negate over and over on a band that wants a negate, but I have enough. So if I wanted to bring this down, this can come out. I don't use Foretelling Angel. Like, he's in my reserve for another Daniel card to get, but I don't use Foretelling Angel. I could take him out. These are 2 more Daniel cards. It's actually a battle winner. I can get this back, or I can get back Suffering Servant. Honestly, all that can come out, and I can bring in Death of Firstborn into the main deck and use it before I get the cross, because this deck's kind of slow. So you can go down to 50, and I still maintained what I'm trying to do, is get out all my heroes and get to prison through Reverence and Awe. Fifth Seal goes to Reverence and Awe, get to prison. I brought in Covenant with David to help get to Golgotha. If I didn't have Golgotha Cross in here, because it fits, because I want another way to get out Temple Guard, then Covenant with David doesn't need to go in here. Like, I can, once again, you can lose some consistency pieces. This deck cannot lose any speed, but you can lose some consistency pieces if it doesn't affect with your speed. What I mean by that is I'm not going to lose consistency pieces that get me to high places and harvest time, but I can lose, if I say consistency one more time, then if I lose cards like this to get down to 50, that's fine. You just don't want to lose all of them. So I feel like I'm a little enhancement heavy anyway. So that's where I would attack first, bringing this down to 50. And these three would probably come out and I still maintain what I'm trying to do. This is not a part of my main attack. My main attack is pretty much everyone here. It's in reserve. So there's a lot of different ways to do it. Let's see what else. Oh, I'm trying to get to Temple Guard. How do we do that? So we have Captain of the Temple Guard, Chief Priest, the Deceiver, Temple Guard himself, some draw, Crowd's Choice, Mayhem, High Places, all that stuff, and Golgotha and ways to get out Golgotha. So we're trying to get to Temple Guard early. And what we like to do is I always banned. When do I not banned? But we're trying to get to Sadducees or one thing is we like to go to a NAS and go to either Brood or High Chief. Yeah, High Chief. Chief Priest. And then we can just swap around and bring him in. But one of our main attacks that we like to do, rinse and repeat, is we also like to really do this too. Anything in this way or all the above, and bring in both Temple Guards. And what you're trying to do is get to an enhancement to play off Temple Guard right away. The issue is I took them all out because of the cross. So I honestly, I don't think this defense plays nicely with this offense. And ironically, this offense tears apart this defense. I was talking to Rob about the old Demon Hunter. Hit the name counter up, boo, 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 and was saying that how do you stop, like with either Pharisees, Sadducees, whatever, how do you stop this offense? The answer is you don't. You just sit there and cry. But there are ways. You got to know if your opponent, if you start seeing any of these cards first turn, minus Angela wins, but if you see any of these cards first turn, or if they attack with Angel and go to a Daniel character, you know what you're getting into. So you need to know if you're playing Sadducees or Pharisees, you have to have ways specifically to take out and get rid of Michael and or Daniel. I want both of them gone. And if you capture them, well, he gets them back. So you pretty much have to capture them and give them Daniel or Michael before this comes out or after this comes out. Like capture them in battle and just be like, okay, here you win the lost soul. And then they can't do anything about that. Or you need to, if you discard them, you can get Daniel back easily. You can get Michael back easily. So pretty much capture and give it to him, or capture and get rid of this guy. But just know, pretension's a good one to hit if you have dual brigade enhancements, then pretension Michael, and then hit him here. I like playing the cross with this because I toss so much, like multi-brigade evil enhancements, anything with CBN in it, and I negate everything else. This is just a really good rinse and repeat offense. I probably should have more battle winners for Temple Guard, even though I have the cross. Like I should probably bring in some band or capture abilities, because more than likely this is going to be negated or discarded. The opponent's going to try to get rid of this. And then that means all my evil enhancements will work with the Jezebel stuff. So I could do that and have them there. That's kind of what the reserve is for. But worst case, I could always go to discard pile and just discard an evil card from my hand, like these two cards after I get some stuff rolling. I can discard some stuff and recur seize him, which would be really good. Just recur seize him and play it off him and discard some other stuff. That's fine. So yeah, that's what you're trying to do. You also like to play with Sadducees, bring him in. And if you go to a, like, if for some reason it's not CBN, but if you go to, like here, that's a good example. Tenants kill the sun and you give them special initiative, he prevents the next good card in battle. So it's really, unless they have a CBP interrupt or negate, and it can't be CBN, they have to have that and play it. So little tricks with this defense. It's really good. I do think it's better without the cross going against it because you get your banned abilities that have built-in battle winners or just tough to get around that two Jezebel cards. So we have, like, we can technically put 1, 2, 3, and 4 all in the reserve because clinging to power, wages of sin, and this guy gets out everything and then he plays it. So we can put these in the reserve and swap around the deck a little bit. Like this, if this goes to the reserve, then you bring other, and then you would bring like this into the main deck. This goes to the reserve. So it's whatever you want. I'm not going to harp on that for too long, but yeah, I do think you can get to prison, play first. You could recycle enhancements and you get CBN, play first, ban and capture. That's really, really good. So without further ado, we're going to play for E-Man. And we're just going to do a quick one because this is a rinse and repeat offense. No offense manual, but the offense isn't sexy. It is brutal. So star abilities, we really don't have any star abilities. And one of the better star abilities in the game that you always get in your opening hand, so it never works. So we get to go to soul abilities, draw one. Dun, dun, dun. Really no hero, but we do have crowd's choice. So now, no, if you activate the cross, I can't play crowd's choice. So we have a way to go to harvest time and high places, multiples actually. So instead of just going to a hero, I'd rather go to high places and draw and get a hero through that and go that way. So before we do anything, you may take a gospel character from deck or reserve. We're just trying to limit who we're going to draw. Like you want to take away those searches first. Just like seeing who would I like. We want to take away those searches. I can't use him first turn because there's nothing in discard pile and I can't go to reserve. So you want to search before you start drawing to maximize your draw. So who do we want here? I can't ban to a unique guy because only I have a captain and a temple. They're both generic. So back you go. And I have both of them. Negate and underdeck a good card in territory. You may exchange card with blah, blah, blah. It doesn't really do anything first turn either unless they went first and went crazy. And then I would get him. So this would be the move. I get a draw one and a swap. So that goes there. I wonder what it can be. Now we want to go to Wages of Sin and go to High Places. And then we can get an evil card from deck. I'm trying to think if we would need an evil card right now, because pretty much we're just going to go to play this as good and go to a Harvest Time? Question mark. I don't know why I said it like that. I'm Ron Burgundy. So go to HT, and then we play it. We've already activated the first once, but we do still want a draw 4 off High Places. I'm going to make some decks that don't have this soon enough, but this was an impromptu video for 1, and 2, this deck I do think needs this. Whoops. So shuffle. We're going to do this first. So draw 1, then we're going to do this, draw 1, top deck, do this, draw 1, do this, draw 1. That's 3 turns. Do this, draw 1, do this. That's 4 turns. So this would now be in play. I'd get to draw 1 off this, and I would not get to activate this, so it would actually stay down. So there, got my heroes. Yay. We didn't get Michael. Boo. But we will, because that's what this deck does. Put it down. And we're going to go to Michael. This. Just do it all at once. And this. We're going to get Prison. We're going to get Michael with Angelic Guidance. We got this. We got Prison with Rev Awe. Love, Righteousness, and Faith. We get a Cloud card and a white hero. Cloud card and a white hero. So yeah, this is how I think the deck is supposed to play. You're supposed to go absolutely crazy and have everything first turn and just put constant pressure on them. We're going to do all this, this, that, this. So this takes away the speed, or takes away the lack of speed in the deck, using Mayhem, Crowd's Choice, Harvest Time with black to get multiple ways to High Places. So yeah, now we don't get to use the reserve thing, but we'll go with him first, prevent the next, and draw 1. And you may underdeck the top card of the deck to top deck a good, blah, blah, protect lost souls from evil cards. It's really good right now, may banned. It's really good when he's in battle, because I manipulate souls as well a little bit. So I don't need like a Melchizedek type. So he allows me to work through it. Protect from discard, ban abilities, CBI. You can start with him. So it's CBI. It's fine. It doesn't matter for this. Negate fortresses, evil characters, and New Testament enhancements. Both of them can come into battle either way. Well, he has to ban to a Daniel hero. So then Michael comes in and he may ban to an OT Angel Warrior. And I will get a draw 1. And that's it. If they can block that first turn, I'm very impressed, because they could play Crimson and have CBP cards, but I would have Faith Unbowed, and they would have to play first, and it's got to be CBP because I'm preventing the next, or it's CBN. Oh, I'm sorry. I wouldn't have attacked. That would have been up. Nope, Tyler, you missed it. You lose. You suck. So yeah, that I would have had the cross active, and because I was like, whoa, why would I was thinking like, and I toss CBN stuff. So yeah, you prevent the first, you toss CBN, and you toss Multi-Brigade Evil. You still have a Faith Unbowed, and you have a negate. So if they have a CBP, like Crimson right now, CBP Mono Brigade enhancements, I still get a negate. So play that. I don't have a lot here to block though. So before the end of my turn, I would like to get, and y'all know you can Wages of Sin to go to this to get to Crowd's Choice because that's a discard a good card in battle. So you can Wages of Sin, go to Surreptitious. Surreptitious can go to Crowd's Choice. Crowd's Choice can get out whatever you need. So you should be able to hit high places and Harvest Time pretty consistently in this deck. So I get an evil card from deck. I'm probably gonna get, yeah, Mayhem. I can't play Mayhem. Oh, that would have been fun though. Drop, drop, drop Mayhem. And next thing you know, Daniel's the fastest offense in the meta ever. If y'all don't know this about me, I like to draw. I do think draw's power. I was having a conversation with Jay. Did I say Jay already? Bum, 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 name drop counter. And if I already did, then I'm sorry. But yeah, because we were talking about good value cards, like just decks that are good right now. Oh, I'm gonna go on a tangent. Okay. I'll do this quick. Decks right now, you can take an average player and you can give them, and this is all my opinion. So theoretical talk, and you can give them New Testament gold, which I haven't made a video for that yet, but it's really, really good. Jarius is the truth. Jarius' daughter and the watchful servant to Jarius. Jarius to the daughter is very hard to stop. But you can take New Testament gold, or disciples. You could either play it purple, clay, or both. So I consider that 3 offenses: purple, clay, and New Testament gold. And you can pair them with Pharisees or Sadducees. And you can give that to an average player. Here's a 50 card deck, and they're gonna do well because every card in GOC has been amazing. So it's like for example, they just slap this down. They don't even need to know how initiative works, you know? They don't even need to know. Just like, here, take this, play it. And they're like, okay. And they play cards like that. And this, I mean, you can build a deck right now with all interrupt battle winners on offense and defense. Absolutely can. You can throw in speed and consistency if you want, but you can have a card that you could have all your enhancements be interrupt battle winners, and you're just going to the battle phase. So yeah, Jay and I were talking about just high value cards, just good value to where you get a lot of bang for your buck, and it's kind of hard to get around. And I do think the competition at Nationals is going to be really good because if you're all playing the new stuff, like I kind of think you should be, if you're all playing the new stuff, then you put 50 cards together and you're good. So anyway, so you may search deck or reserve for a Sadducee or draw one. You may withdraw this character to add your Sadducee. So we're making sure we don't have to put anything down first. We pass turn. They rescue. You don't need to search deck or reserve for a Sadducee. You can. Like we could get the Brood of Vipers if they had something out. I would, in this case, just do a draw one because we're just goldfish and we don't know. And then withdraw, and you can go into, he bans to a Sadducee warrior. So then you can go to captain. And we do have a Sadducee warrior in deck and in reserve. This is a very aggressive offense. It gets out quick and it attacks. You do need Soul Gen. I have Harvest Time and Malchus. You could probably argue for an Amalekite Slave in here. And because you have Rev All Covenant with David, you could also play Ends of the Earth. I usually play Ends of the Earth in this. But you do want consistent Soul Gen. So he bans to a Sadducee warrior. This goes to hand. You ban to him. You play seize him. Capture CBN, play first. You do on turn 1. I'm probably not going to set aside Son of God for 3 turns. I'm probably going to set aside something else in their hand to make sure I win this battle. draw 3. I could go into a mayhem, like I could turn this over and go into a mayhem. I just don't feel like I need to. I have all my um, clouds out, and I have thought of bringing in like more cloud heroes and not doing Michael and having more of like a cloud like this, um, with like Jeremiah, Noah, Faith of Samuel, cloud stuff. I think that's really good too, but this is so fast to get out. So yeah, we would go here again. I'm just throwing stuff all over the place. Go here again. We don't need to do anything up front. We're fine. If we wanted to, we can get out Servants by the River for protection. This early having the ban is pretty crazy. So I think we're fine between interrupt, withdraw, negate, toss, negate. Like I think we're okay. So I would attack. I also get a draw 1 off Captain and Meshach. And I prevent everything. If needed, I could play this for a negate, or I'll just play that just to play it. So now I don't have anything to play off Temple Guard, but we can access the reserve. So if they attack, I can start doing this, negate an underdeck. And then I can go to this. I can draw 1. I can withdraw and add my Sadducee. I would do this. He goes to Malchus. I think, what was Hendrix saying? Oh, name drop. Hendrix was saying that for Tyler's videos, I'm just a mad scientist that talks all over the place. So you actually have to watch my videos. And Brad uses my decks and doesn't even watch the videos. Oh, name drop. So what's the counter at? So yeah, I throw Malchus in here. So play a Sadducee Warrior from reserve, play him, ban to him, boom, Soul Gen coming for you. And then he gets to capture this character to add a Sadducee from territory or reserve. Boom, got it. I can bring everyone in. Him, and him. I can prevent the next good card, played in battle. Active player may reveal. If they do not, reveal each good brigade. Protect. I could also get my stuff out of reserve. I get a New Testament card from reserve. And I'll get High Priest plot or this, whatever I feel. I would get this out. He gets to play a ban or capture. I don't have anything, so I honestly wouldn't even ban him in. Just do this. Prevent the next and have a negate, toss all. It's really good. So draw 3, upkeep, nothing. And you start going into Priest of Zeus, put a little pressure on him. You already have Prison and Golgotha out. You already have all your stuff out. Like, you're good. You can't play Son of God, but if you feel like you have 12 cards in deck, you feel like you're going to win here, you can turn this over, play Son of God, go to discard, play this for a miss, play this, and then go to Mayhem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Didn't get everything we want, but go here, go to reserve, take a capture or a ban, or yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I played Clinging to Power. That's banned or protect. Protect. And then we would, since we deactivated and it did stuff, can't do that. So then we attack, draw 2 off of all that. My ban to a Daniel Angel, so you would actually draw 1, get him. I drew 1 first. Yeah, boom, boom. And then we're good. So they do anything, we have this, and this to back it up. We would have to make sure that they don't have CBN stuff, but yeah, that's pretty much it. We were just trying to draw to get the second coming. If you play an aggressive play style, we have Three Woes Chronicles as well with a big band. So we kind of do want the cross down because we do want to be able to have a big band with all this and a negate and protect. So I do feel like that's enough. But yeah, other than that, that is the deck. I hope y'all liked it. I'm not going to go through it all because the offense just keeps going. So appreciate y'all watching this impromptu video. Y'all have a good weekend.